Okay, so now comes the fun part. First of all, we need to create a state variable that holds our list, okay, a list of items of the to-do list. And it should be an array, so we can manipulate it, add items to it, delete items from it, okay? And we need another state variable, which is gonna be the text field, okay? So whatever item we're writing inside of this text field needs to be linked also to a state variable, as we did before, so we're gonna do so right now. So first of all, first constant is items and set items, okay, and it's gonna be an array. Okay, so let me add in default items to this array. So let's say, for example, walk the dog, pick up Joe, and let's go to the supermarket. Okay, so this is the first state variable for the function main, and we were gonna also have another, let me call it item and set item, okay, use state, and it's going to be empty for now, and we need to link this item to whatever change happens in this text field. So we are going to use an onChange event, okay, and onChange we need a lambda function, so whatever is written inside of this text field will be, if you want, set into this set item. So we're setting this item to whatever is written inside of this text field. So e.target.value. Okay. So after that, we need to actually map through this items array and render these items on the screen. Right, so let me first create a div, okay, that will hold all of my items. That's a much cleaner way to do this. So our items will be mapped inside of this div. But before I do so, I will create a component, okay. Let me first create a folder called to-do, and it will have a to-do.js. I don't know if we need a to-do.css. If we need, so we're gonna create one. So rfc. Okay, so the thing is, we are going to render, instead of like mapping through this items.map and rendering, let's say, for example, h1s that has the items inside of it, we are going to render multiple, if you want, instances of the same component. So I'm going to show you how. Okay, so first of all, this to-do needs to be, you see these blue boxes, okay, I'm gonna get these blue boxes from React Bootstrap. If you go to React Bootstrap and you go to the alerts, you have this is primarily alert checkout. So let me import alert, okay, into the to-do. So my to-do component will be this blue box, okay, and let me also copy paste this inside of this div, okay, and I want this key to be primary and the variant also to be primary. Okay, so the thing is, instead of like, I'm gonna map into this items list, and we are going to see how we are gonna pass in the data from the main function to the to-do list function. Okay, so first I open up the bracket so I can write in JavaScript code items.map, okay, and for each item inside of this items, okay, I am going to return. Okay, what I'm going to return, I'm going to return a to-do component, okay, I'm going to return a to-do component. So what is rendering a to-do component? Let me please, okay, did it actually import? I wanted to import it to do, okay, so we are going to pass in a data which is prop, okay, we are going to pass in the item itself. So for each item inside of this items array, okay, I'm going to render the to-do component, okay, but what should the to-do component actually contain? It needs to contain the item itself. So these items are the strings. So let's say, for example, walk the dog, pick up Joe, whatever. Okay, so for each one of these, I want to render a different to-do component. What makes it different is the data inside of it. And this is why we use props. Okay, so props, we are passing on the item data, okay, if you want, from the main function to the to-do function. So here we need to add in this props, and instead of like having this as a variant, whatever, we only add in props.data. Okay, so if I save that and save that, did I save that? Okay, and I go back to our React app, we can see that we have, oh, something I missed is that main.css, I have borders of 2 pixels black. We don't use it right now. Okay, so you can see that we have walk the dog, pick up Joe, go to the supermarket. This is our list. Okay, so let me first position my items div. So position absolute. Let me give it a top of, I guess, like 45%. Is that good? A little bit more. Let me give it a 50%. Okay, and let me give it a left of like, I don't know if 30% would be good. Okay, we need more. Let's go for 50. 50 was too much, so let's make it a 40. Okay, that must be good. Okay, so we have walk the dog, pick up Joe, and go to the supermarket. So to go back to our to-do, so we are passing props into that to-do function. Okay, and this props is called data. You can call it whatever you want. Okay, so whatever is passed into that to-do, we render it. Okay, and now here we are mapping, we are, if you want, like looping into that items array, and for each item inside of that items, I need to render a to-do component which has as data, if you want, the item itself. Okay, now one more thing to do is to add in component, if you want, excuse me, items into that list. Okay, so I want to type in an item here and press on add, and I want to see it on my screen. Okay, so the thing is, let me create a add item function. Okay, as such. Okay, and it will take as a parameter an item. Okay, let's call it item1 to not confuse this one and this one. Okay, so the thing is, first of all, I need to create a new array. Let's call it new items. Okay, and it will be equal to all the items. Okay, and I'm gonna add in a new item, which is item1. What does that mean? That means I'm creating a new array that has inside of it all the items inside of the items right now, and I'm adding appending to this this array item1, which is the new item, and then I'm gonna set items to new items. So the thing is, because items is an array, I cannot automatically set items to whatever it is. I need to append to this item. So that's why I've created a new array that has all the elements that items array already has, and I'm appending to this items a new item, which is item1. Okay, so that's how we do it actually. And then I'm setting the new set items to this new item. So we have a new array where we appended a new item to it. Okay, and now what is left to do is to actually add an on-click event to the button. Okay, so on-click. Okay, so we have also a lambda function, and I want to add, what is it called, item. Okay, and I'm gonna give it a parameter of item, which is the whatever we wrote inside of this text field. Okay, so let me save that, go back, and let us try it out. So let's say, for example, pick up the garbage, for example, and I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna see that I'm adding an extra item to my list. Okay, so that was it for this app. So, excuse me, that was it for this app. I hope you got the idea, and if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask your comments on the questions on the comment section. And in the next video, we are going to add extra features to this app, so to make it add a little spice to it. Okay, so I think we covered everything we went through so far in this tutorial. So let's hope that you like it, what we've already built. And yes, so I'll see you in the next video.